good. Just gotta wait for YouTube to catch up. So, oh, there we go. So that no one tells me I'm just changing from one of the warships. So, depths. No, it's not Tales from the Borderlands. YouTube. YouTube never gets this right. Yes, from the depths. Jeez. Okay, seems good. I just need to do the sound check, so... oh. Music needs to be turned down. Music. Music. Drop it back a little bit. Thank you. Okay. And we're in. That should do it. So yes, hello there, Crispins, Raz, Tristan, Hazelden. Ooh, I see you've got a new icon, Hazelden, actually. Slaughter, sorry, you disappeared off the top of the screen there for a moment. I had to scroll back to find you. And a Weller as well. Yes, here we go. So yes, welcome everyone to this stream. I am, of course, I am Mark III, since my intro is once again in shambles. Playing FTD Neta Cruise. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Oh, hello to you too, Ethan. Let's see. It's a rare moment that you're online and it tells me that it's live. Yeah, are you actually doing better now, Haystan, I think is the question, because you were struggling to get online much last time we actually spoke at all. So yeah, I hope you're doing okay. Tristan wanted to ask, do you know about vaping? Yes, I do. I don't do it myself, but you know, that's just me. Since the last stream, you've been the... Say, oh yeah, you're doing a cruise as well, aren't you, Welner? And Razor wants me to blow up his pikeman. Right. Sure. That reminds me, I need to refit the knight actually, since you asked me to if I could do that. Retrofit the knight to the new version, which is 6,000 more expensive. Okay. There we go. I'll just get patched up. Don't have to, but you can use your music. Yeah. Thanks for the offer for that, Ethan. I just grab random things off OC Remix, really. Because it's free and it won't get tagged by YouTube and all that jazz. So yeah, well, it says blow up more of Razul's stuff. Ram them and then spit on them. Right. Yeah, the shields seem to break quite often, which tells me that Raz didn't actually update the knight's shields. Even though I mentioned it last time I streamed, that they'd been changed. So, okay, I just need to fix that. No, that's a laser AMS. What am I doing? I've got to find a shield emitter. Wherever those are. Oh, there's got to be one around here, isn't there? Shield. Ah, here we go. Shield emitter. I want you guys to have an alpha of 0. Apply that to all of you. Okay, go away. You're working on setting up a Twitch and doing some thumbnails for YouTube. It's good that you finally got your internet back though, because that was the big problem, wasn't it? Let's see, Raz has got some bulge armor. However, I noticed that the laser AMS is still within the armor, so I'm guessing that's like an extra layer of defense or something. Oh, I see. Wait. No, so also it turns out there's no problem with your missiles. Just had a piston patch. It's just broken mod. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Ethan. Haystan's been having trouble getting online for quite a while. You did paint them to 0.1, but it didn't keep them that way. I'm kind of curious, though, what these are, though, Raz. Because they seem to be some kind of anti-Hesh armour, I'm guessing. But I don't know what I'm not sure what the purpose is, apart from breaking up incoming rounds a bit. But yeah, this is the problem I have with people painting all the stuff inside the ships. It makes it harder to notice stuff. If you're looking for a certain thing and it's a completely different colour, it throws you off quite easy, or something like that. Anyway, I see extra anti-aircraft guns. Should rotate downwards once the ACB is built. Oh, I see. Rotating armour plate. Fair enough. But yeah, so you extra anti-aircraft, extra armour, you've enlarged the hull a little bit. I'm not sure what else has been changed. Most of it looks the same, it's just like 6,000 extra cost roughly. But yeah, that's the upgraded knight. Then of course we got, end of last time we built the Forerunner and we built the Valkyrie. As new additions. Wait, you've sent me a test ship, Raz? That's not like you. Okay, so I'm going to give you the choice here, you guys, of what we do. Do we start tweaking some stuff, or do we just spawn something in, or do we go after the Onyx Watch? Since those are the next target. I'll go with what you guys decide. I'm just going to get these new ships into the thing. Oh yeah, we've got more cram there as well, haven't we? Yeah, I spawned this one in as well last time. Ethan says fight the Onyx Watch. Tristan... Actually, Tristan, aren't you tiny? Or am I getting names mixed up again? So that's 4 votes for just going out and fighting. Well, this campaign's more about what you guys want anyway, so... As we do. So we've got like 4 votes for... Well, Skyping is saying spit on the Onyx Watch after ramming them, so I think that's a fight vote as well. You're tiny. Alright, yeah. Do you still want to see my Nerf guns tiny? Actually, since I've got the camera up this time out. I need to... I need to add these guys to a single fleet. Go. Pull everything out. Well, I mentioned the only really good one I've got is like long shots, not the new re-release one, the original one. No, don't want the Interceptor to be the leader. What are you on about? The leader is actually going to be the Knight. As soon as I find it, there it is. You're the leader. Teleport to you. Yeah, the weak castle ship nuisances. Okay. But yeah, the assault rabble has got just got bigger and more dangerous. Anyway, where is it? Ah, here we go. This is my long shot. See the piece of it. Ah. But Hellfire's playing the right way, wouldn't it? So yeah, as you can see, it's a Nerf sniper rifle type. Pretty nice. I especially like the bolt action on it as well, because it's like you pull that, there's the clip. So. Nice. Yeah, the blue one. As I said, it's the original CS6, complete with the bipod on it, stuff like that. Detachable scope, and a secondary blaster on the front with a single shot on it. So yeah, you know. I've got 2 of these things. Quite nice, actually. I do like them. So yeah. Other than that, I've just got a few random things like shotguns and pistols. So, you know. Nothing major like this thing. It's just blooming shotgun. With a massive drum magazine on it, actually. Like, about 12 shots, I think. I don't know. Anyway, let's actually get back to fighting stuff. Yeah, the bolt action is an awesome piece, but I can see how it'd be hard to mod. Oh wait, are we moving at 9 meters a second? Okay, that means we know how fast that's supposed to be. Yeah, Nerf guns aren't just for children. Exactly. Yeah, back to Nesrin. But yeah, I'm happy I found the CS6s, because I actually picked them up in a charity shop. They got donated. Like, I've only got 1 scope between the 2 rifles I've got. But yeah, I like them. Yeah, what's wrong with having a Nerf sniper rifle, Skype? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Holy crap. Cram, the Footballer Cabrio, the Forerunner, and the Knight. Yeah, I think that's a decent force against an Orca. An Orca. Yeah, the Deepwater Guard haven't got the memo that I'm actually in charge. But yeah, I've just spawned in the new design so I can have a bit of a look at them. Cabrio doing that. Oh jeez. I'm not sure what that one's doing. Are they all on? They're all on. But yeah, I think the Orca might be slightly dead. And it's missing a few vital parts like the entire middle of the craft, actually. Yeah. I don't know. I think the middle of the craft might be somewhat important. Just a thought there. Anyway, I got to see the Mordu Cram in action. That Cram is actually kind of powerful. Though, of course, we looked at it last time and we decided it was a bit too random, unspecialized. All Nerf stuff is actually air pressure powered, yeah. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, they are actually powered by air pressure, yeah. One of them is attacking salvage. Oh, okay. Don't know which one that was. All air pressure. Right, I'll adjust it again because I've got the same settings, so... No, they're all ignoring salvage, actually. Knight. I do believe the enemy's... Yeah, the enemy's already dead. Well, that one is. I think I'm attacking with too much stuff here, but on the bright side, we're going to hit a Deepwater Guard pocket with 100 odd strength. So there is that, I suppose. Okay, I need to adjust the shields on that one for sure. But it's trying to wander in and shoot things, but it's also trying to ram the knights from the looks of it. Could also do with the speed boost, I think, actually. So this one's ready to get upgraded. I think this is the Valkyrie, this one, isn't it? Or is it one of the other ones? Bit closer there, guys. Stop doing that, please. I think someone didn't want the knight to have all the glory and just drove in front of it. I think that's probably what was going on. What are you? Because I think I want to mod you first. You are the Forerunner. Whose was that? Oh yeah, there's flywheels and things as well. Yeah, I forgot about those. As well as this one, actually. The Forerunner. I should just open the dock and have a look. Hang on. Open dock. Hang on. No, Allied Ram. They were really close to those Skypian. They almost collided. I thought they were going to, actually, but they just drove past each other. So, Nesta Cruise Designs. The Forerunner is... Actually, I've still got nothing from Little Mean according to this. Forerunner, where is it? Ah, the Forerunner is actually Trekker Joe's one. I remember I had to check this at the end of last time as well. So, Trekker Joe's ship is eager for glory and loves to just drive past the allies as much as possible. Loves to drive by on its allies and get in the way. First I'm going to turn off the shield alpha, so turn that down. Okay. I think it had spare power, didn't it? So I'm going to boost its speed up. Yeah, Raz, it is from Trekker Joe. How are you configured? You are not configured for advanced controller, so I can just put one there. That'll give me a... No, wait, that'll block that one, won't it? Yeah, that blocks that one. I guess I do this a lot, don't I? It's just like, ooh, I've got a design. Slap more propellers on it. Go faster. Why not? I mean, if it's going to speed it up, why not, eh? There's nothing wrong with having a slightly faster ship. Accidentally deleted that, that's fine. So there we go, that's an extra 4 banks of propellers on the back of it. What? American, paint it red and make it go faster. Actually, paint it red is orcish. Make it go faster, I guess. Yeah, puny humies. No, it's not the humies that do that though. It's the orcs painted red, and it literally does make it go faster. So you know, it doesn't if a human does it, but if an orc does it, yeah, because orcs, obviously. Not quite happy about that, but it's got detection and it's really slender. I guess I'm going to have to leave it like that. Actually, what are you chambered as? You are a 100mm Gatling. 0.58 fire rate. Yeah, you're actually doing pretty decent. So I don't think I want to mess with the cannons especially. It was like, let's just boost the speed of it. And other than that, I can't really see much to alter with this design right now. It could stand to have more guns, of course, but everything can stand to have more guns, basically. It's light armor, fuel, okay. Yeah, I think basically there's space for some more weaponry on this thing, and that's about it. Green so becomes meaner. I don't know, is that actually an orc thing though? Is it really an orc thing, that one? I'm not 100% sure if it is or not. Five layers of red paint, does it make great light speed? Well, it would make sense if that's how orcs actually do manage FTL, because no one's actually been sure about that one. Like, how do the orcs get their ships to go FTL, really? Is it because they've got some bodged together warp drive? Maybe, but it could also be just because they painted it with so many layers of red paint, and they think it'll work, so it does work. Which actually describes their entire technology base, actually, so, you know. That's literally how orc stuff works. they think it'll work, so off it goes. If enough of them think they're there and they think it'll work, then yay, it'll be quite happy. All I'm doing is like streamlining the hull a little bit, because I'm an idiot like that. I don't know, I like to have rounded edges, so I'm just doing that. I guess I'm ionifying it a little bit. That probably means I'm going to get a bit more... Yeah, there's going to be an extra one of these guys in here. Oh, there's a gap in the armour right there. Not good to have that. So, talking about the only air pressure things. Tristan, it's because they use a spring to compress the air, most of them, and that's how they kick the Nerf projectile out the front of the thing. I don't want that painted. I don't know, maybe it's just silly of me to do it like this, but I do kind of like to modify it a little bit, even if it's not really adding anything to the design. I mean, do you think rounding the sides out is actually adding anything to this design? I'm not so sure, quite honestly. I don't know. Is this just me being an idiot? Probably. Is this just me adding stuff because of, like, change it because I should change things, so it's like change it, change it, change it. Maybe. Not 100% sure. Oh well. Just put this in there. So there we go. I've modified it slightly. It's not added anything to it. I've just rounded out the edges of the hull. So, in terms of actually getting some more stuff, it adds dignity to the design. I don't know. I just like rounding it. I mean, I felt like the edges of it were a bit harsh, so that's why I've rounded out the sides a bit. Being prettier makes you always win. True. Well, there's more red metal, isn't it? End of the day. Okay, if I take that out, I can add in unpainted, please. Because, you know, there's always space for this. I might as well add it. Let's add in a AI control along with a... Sorry, not an AI. I want a local web control, not an AI. Whoops. And a wireless receiver. So we're going to have an additional set of small weaponry in the side. Oh, of course, this needs painting. Which should be like there. A new 2-axis turret can be slotted in on top. The stream's a bit laggy. Really? Not sure. Well, hang on. Well, I've stopped trusting my own laptop on that actually because it seems to get bogged down a little bit sometimes. My own laptop does. My laptop is slightly behind, but not excessively. So, is anyone else having problems with that? No, Raz. It should still be linked. Yeah, the smokes are linked because it's just a flat smoke thing mounted on the outside of the hull. Beneath it is just solid metal plates. That's why I was being careful with how I removed and adjusted the things. But yeah, you can see the transmitters are just in there. No lag for just okay. I guess let's just go with let's go with the good old traditional. The thing that everyone loves to use except for me, the simple laser. Yeah, why not? So yeah, this will give it some additional close-range anti-air capability. I just need to save the sub-objects. And then I'll get this thing mounted on the other side as well. And then I just need to configure it. But there is space there for a couple of those. Enable extra constraints on field fire. Increase the arm size a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, right. We want to lock in the azimuth. That one actually needs locking in there as well, so yeah, 130 is good. And then this one needs to be locked into about, yeah, about 0. So 130 and 0. And that means it'll just fire in this general arc. And that way it doesn't need to have, well, it's really close into the hull, so it's got to have restricted on it, like that. So yeah, there we go. Now they've that adds forward arc anti-air lasers. I just need to reduce the max range to 500 so that it doesn't go nuts. Because after all, it's only got 500 meters range. There's no point shooting at things beyond that. So there we go. So yeah, we've got some stuff. Oh yeah, I also need to cap the elevation as well. Almost forgot about that. Is it max or min? I'm always not sure. Max elevation, yeah, max elevation of 0. That way it'll only angle up as well. That'll avoid any potential problems with it getting caught on the hull or angling downwards in front and shooting the front of the ship. So there we go. It'll only point flat or upwards. So yeah, there we go. Got a couple of additional weapons on there. I think there's... how tightly packed is the back? The back has got pumps and things. We can double the missile racks, I think. Yeah, there's actually space here to double up these missile racks. We can do that too. There's always room for more missiles, I find. Every design that people give me actually has space for more missiles. It's kind of a running theme, actually, that. I always find somewhere to put more missiles in. One. Grab a prefab of that controller. And then I will put it... yes, there is space for that. Okay. Yeah, I can just double up the thing. So, yeah. The missiles shall be doubled. Oh, is there a beam there? Really? Okay, where am I going to put this then? I should mess around with this part first then, I guess. So that I can get this all squared away. You don't need a controller because I've already copied that stuff out. Staggered fire add-ons. Yep. Plenty of space in there. So there we go. That will work. That's all hooked in. Then we'll mount this at the front here. So this will be like... oh, that's that. So I've got 2 space here. I think I should put this at the back actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, we've got a hole at the back now for this. So we need IFF and we need a controller, of course. And we need the wireless as well. So let's get the prefab in, which will go, I think, here actually. So I'll take that piece out. No, that's not what I wanted. I want that one. Place that. Okay. Then extend it there. Reduce that by 1. And then we can include in here the missile systems, the IFF and the stagger fire. So those will be there. Let's set that to 0.2 delay. I think, isn't that what was on? Spit on his missile space. Actually, Skypian, why have you been saying spit on everything lately? It's a bit of a new addition, so I'm kind of wondering. Wireless receiver. That. And of course, we need to put one on this side as well. Okay, that's all set and ready, so it's ready for just the missile controls. There we go. And we've doubled up the thing. Just need to make sure it's all set properly, so assign to that, and assign to that. I don't know the knuckles mean. Wait, what knuckles? Stop spitting on me, please! It's very rude. I don't know why you're doing it. Please stop. Stop it! I'm a delicate little butterflower. I need some protection from the spittle. Then again, that's what missiles are for, isn't it? Protection from spittle. If someone's spitting at you, throw missiles at them. Then again, spittle's a kind of missile, isn't it? Never mind. I don't know where that was going, but it's like a place. Ah well. Okay, double up the missile rack. Invert that. So that's giving it some more DACA. Quite nicely, I think. And of course it needs the underneath adjustment to help protect the new system a little bit better. This will slow it down a tiny bit. Well, actually no, it won't, because the front's already in the way in that area. Oh, that's actually perfect, that. Oh, right. There we go, so now that's protected by a couple of extra bulges in there, and yeah, that's pretty good. Why is there a gap? Oh, that's one. So there we go. Doubled up the missile racks on the back. Throw Skittles back at them. Click for my brother's click. You do not know the way. Spit on him for the Queen. Wait, are you Zerg now? And unfortunately I can't seem to help giving people ideas. That's a bit of an issue, but it keeps happening. Let's make a secondary trim. Because why not? Just an extra little bit of arming on the sides there. It's not getting in the way of anything there, so, you know, might as well. Might as well have a bit of extra plating. There we go. Yep, I think I'm done messing around with this for now. I mean, I've spent like, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes on this? So we're doing actually, I need to actually jump into that. Oh wait, I can't because it's a drone, that's right. The Forerunner needs to move, please. That's the Forerunner. Because the game needs to figure out what its maximum speed now is. It's apparently now 25 plus. Yeah, I think that's the speed improvement that we've got there. Okay. Yes, it runs about 26 now.
Taking command.
So I need to save it now. Save the vehicle. It's a new. It's a new ionified version. This is the Forerunner Mark III, since apparently that's what I'm doing. Forerunner Mark III. There we go. Hi, S40. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Think I need an ammo supply. Ammo supply for my fleet. Yeah, most of them are firing more ammo, yeah. However, they do actually have share ammo on, I think. Or at least they should do. Resource modes. Yeah, they're all set to share everything in the fleet anyway, so it's like, yeah. Just making sure of that, but yeah, it's all set to do that. So they will actually share their ammunition around the entire place. This is the but we're moving into a bigger fight anyway, so get up. Set to keep all the ammo set to 80% ammo, or they won't share it all. I'll set them to high actually, so might as well. Just high, 70% ammo. Have we got any effective cruisers? No. The only cruiser we've got is still actually the Ooomph. And we know how effective that one is, so, you know. Pretty interesting, but I've not actually managed to fix that one, because I got partway through them and I just left it, so. What are we against? We are against a Steamworks. Alright. Yep, this will be quite easy. Begin the battle. Do crap. Oh dear. Well, that was a lot of missiles. Oh, I forgot to include them. Nah. Of course it would act up. I forgot to include the these things. Yeah, I forgot to include the ejectors. Okay. Sorted, and it's already been torn out of the air anyway, so yay. This is going really fast. What exploded? Why was there a... I think something just triggered its anti-missile smoke. That's weird. How effective the Ooomph is. Yeah, I mean... It's the only one we've not... my current cruisers, the Ooomph is the only one I've got. So... Oh, it's a torpedo. I see. Stagger fire module for the missiles and the forward. Actually, it's because half of it's, like, not connected. I'll check the stagger fire, though. It should be linked. I think I did that correctly. Let's have a look. Yep, the stagger fire is connected. On both sides. I think it's just that it was like, I didn't set it as... It was a bit faster than it was before, so... There we go. Adjust that slightly. And also, half of the missiles weren't actually ejecting properly either, because they didn't have ejectors on them. I forgot to do that, so... Where's the Forerunner fleet moves? I mean, because of its self-stabilizing abilities, it's actually got... it can actually handle the lower down propeller ranks that I added to the back of it, so yeah, it's like a faster patrol ship now. Though admittedly the rear propellers are a bit more vulnerable too. Though that said, it does like to wobble around a lot too, so there's that. Hi Sheldon, welcome to the stream. No, according to the things we're using, this is actually a destroyer, I think? Or is it a frigate? No, I think it's a destroyer. Raz, what are the lengths that you said?
Taking command.
Since we're going by your system here, I mean this thing is... How long is it? This thing's 60 meters, so that thing's a... this thing's a destroyer. And the Knight is a cruiser. Yep, pretty much. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the Knight is a cruiser. Shaolin, yes, I do have your blueprint. I've not spawned it in yet. No, I've actually built up 61,000 resources. I can spawn something else in. I just want to save this thing now. Corvette below 25, frigates up to 50, destroyer up to 75, cruiser 210, class 150. But yeah, I've got your B1 blueprint. Anyway, are we ready to take out the last major stronghold of the Deepwater Guard rebels? I think we are. I'll spawn the Ooomph after we kick the last major Deepwater Guard resistance. Actually, let's check how much it costs. Netta Cruise, Watchers. The Ooomph is 53.9. Okay, yeah, I can actually afford that right now. Actually, it's got, what's going to be a total failure? The Ooomph for your B1. 53. That's okay, Tiny. I've got 60 odd. Yeah, I'm just going to knock on the door of this 112. I want to replace some of the Oomph's wooden hull with metal. Nah, wood is the new metal. This is quite well known. So what we got? We got a Kraken. I've not seen one of those in a while. And along with a Snapjaw and an Orca. Isn't the Snapjaw the submarine? No, it's according to this, it's an aircraft. The Ooomph itself is pretty cheap, yeah. Bullets, spam. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about anymore, quite honestly, so I'm just going to go and shoot stuff. But yeah, after this one we'll be moving into start with the Onyx Watch, I think. I think I should also reduce my limit slightly. Let's get the 16k. What craft do I want in here? I want the Forerunner in because that seems to be doing quite well. I'm going to drop the Cabrio and the Mordu back a little bit. The Knight's going to be in. What's this one? The Valkyrie Mark II. Sure, bring you in. And I can't see half of this stuff. The Kraken will hurt a tad. Yeah, the Kraken's a bit of a nasty one, which is why I'm wanting to bring in some of the heaviest stuff. Might as well bring in the Hawk, actually, as an aerial option, as well as the Hauler Cabrio. Then we got the Lancer Sterner. I think your Knight's with the other group, actually, Raz. Okay, this should do. We've got plenty of stuff though. We outweigh them by so much right now. So yeah, we've got the Forerunner going in alone actually right now. Against is that the Sawtooth? No, that's the Snapjaw. What am I on about? This is why I didn't mess with the guns though, because it's got some pretty decent guns in it. And the missiles are definitely working better as well, now that I've actually put the ejectors on. So yeah, I think the Snapjaw might be a little bit dead. It's a shame really, I do like the nose of the Snapjaw though. I mean, look at that thing. It's kind of nice. Oh, look at that. I do like it when people just like make random things like that. It really does suit it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead though. You are dead. Oh dear. Yeah, I think it's dead. Vertical launchers, actually they can work properly, Raz, if they if they're shorter tube and they work with a small thruster, then you can use that. They do they get a bit uppity if you've got a faster vehicle using them, but oh dear. That's right. Tracker Joe's doesn't have laser defense, does it? trying, but it's taking some damage. What's that is against though? That is the... Oh, well, that's actually the Kraken that it's up against first. Huh. Actually, the Kraken's not doing too well. Yeah, I think it's worse with a variable one because people just like to use the ramp time on those, and then it starts off with really low thrust, so it just gets really messed up. Is what's really happening here? I'm not so sure. Well, the Kraken is actually mostly intact. How is this guy doing? This guy is actually taking some damage now. Oh, there's an explosion though. Wait, there's more missiles coming in from somewhere else. Oh, there's another ship in here. I didn't realise. Who's in here? It is the Knight. The Knight is actually in here as well. But yeah, the Kraken is just getting pummeled both sides now. Oh dear. Also, the Kraken's not done much. I was kind of concerned when I saw the Kraken as well, because there'd be, as you said, lots and lots of Dakka. But it was unfortunately going up against some of the stronger designs that I've been sent. So the shields were taking care of most of its projectiles. So that just leaves this one. That just leaves the Orca. I think we know what's going to happen to that one though. Well, we can already see it happening. Missiles, EMP, incoming shells, all sorts of jazz. That Orca's not going to last very long. It's actually lasting longer than before, but I think that's because before we had the Cabrio and its massive cram cannons involved. So that was like tearing the Orca's wooden structure apart. Oh no! Actually, as soon as there's an ammo explosion, the entire middle of the Orca disappears anyway. Yeah, I think it's dead. Just a little bit. Wait, the Orca's got a custom jet? I never knew that. So yeah. Oh, well, I think it's all dead anyway. And that was the last bastion of the Deepwater Guard resistance. Let's move the map balloon. You're the map balloon, aren't you? Yep.
Moving out. Moving out.
Actually, I'm going to spawn the Ooomph in now because I said I was going to do that. So I might as well. These guys are slowly depleting fuel.
Moving now.
They're okay though. Start repairs. Fix the Valkyrie. Wait, the Valkyrie got spawned in? I didn't spot that. Oh dear. But yeah, I said I'd spawn the Ooomph after I kicked out that last bastion of Deepwater Guard resistance, so... Yeah.
Moving out.
There we are. Okay, let's see. We want... that in. We want to load... Actually, I'm going to load something else first, but it's not going to stop me from spawning the Ooomph. Somewhere in my old designs list. The map balloon. We're going to load in another map balloon here. And then we're also going to load in the Ooomph. Or is it Ooomph? I'm not sure which. There is space inside the Ooomph for a small refinery with a lack of armour on that one. Yeah, if I put a refinery in that, it's going to be like explosive, so... I still get the feeling we need some kind of dedicated vessel, but I gave up on that thing that I was making. What was it? That wooden one I posted like ages back. Because then you guys told me that it was like, oh hey, you can get a 1200 efficiency refinery, and it's like, yeah, never mind. Forget mine. I don't know. Now, the problem is I don't see how you get a 1200 efficiency refinery. It's like, I was poking around balancing it, and it was like I couldn't get it past like 300 without the refinery going up in flames, so... I don't see how you get a 1200 efficient refinery. I don't know. Anyway, what was I doing? Nesta Cruise. I want to bring in a cruiser, the Ooomph. I see it's got sub vehicles on it. Okay. So we've got two things here. We've got the Ooomph, which I'll pull out of play and tell it to fix. And we've got wherever the other one is. Map balloon, which also needs to be pulled out of play and fixed, and then moved over here at max altitude. Had like 50 to 100 smokestacks. Well, the thing is that mine had like that as well. Massive amounts of smokestacks just to keep it from operating without blowing up. So, I don't know. We need to deal with something about fuel situation, but I just don't know what the hell to do about it. Wait, why aren't you guys getting fixed? Fix. The Blub, and the Blub? What? Oh, yeah. While we've been poking around with Deepwater Guard, all the other factions have had ages of time to prepare themselves. Look, these, the White Flares have got lots of 150s, and so do the Onyx Watch. They are well prepared. 150 strength across the board for the most part. Okay, let's spawn in the Ooomph and have a look at it then. Oh, and the moment I do it, collides with its own drones because it's just suddenly taken massive damage. Right, fix it. So yeah, I think I just spawned it, and the moment I did it, like collided with its own drones and wrecked them. Start repairs, please. Can't wait for me to see your failure. It depends on our current resources and what we've got. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to play the flagship. Drop out of map mode so I can actually see it. Isn't this a modified Deepwater Guard hull like the other one is? But I don't recognise it. Okay, alright, let's load in the next things. So we've got the Blub, and the Blub. And yeah, the moment I spawn in a Blub, one of them just blows up. So, it's a modified calamari. Well, it seems like you've got something wrong with your blueprints, because one of the when one of the Blubs spawns in, it like spawns inside it. So, yeah, I think your spawning in one of them is a bit off. Because every time I've spawned these in, there's been a collision. Oh, we've actually lost Blub. We've lost the Blub. Let's see, the Blubs are torpedo submarines, it looks like. So, some submarine drones. With some repairability, yeah, okay, so we've got a couple of submarines. It's supposed to be two, but one of them just kept exploding in the middle of our rear section. So that kept causing problems. And we've also got the Flub, which has got to be this thing. A helicopter drone. No, it's a thruster craft, actually. No, it's a helicopter with thruster stabilization. Oh, no. With some missiles on it. surface craft. Really? What's it got then? What are these? Fins, torpedo. Oh, it's a torpedo. It's a torpedo escort. I see. Shame we've lost one of them though. Actually, I think I can fix that. If I retrofit this thing to the no, not the Ooomph. If I retrofit, that should spawn it back in. Yeah, there we go. What? Why did that happen? Well, now I know what's been going on because that one exploded pretty spectacularly. Also, the other ones seem to have wandered off somewhere. Oh, we've got extras. Oh, damn it. How do I kill you? We've got an extra blub and an extra flub now because I respawned it. How do I kill this? No, I don't want you to move. No. Yeah, I've got an extra flub and an extra blub, and I don't know how to deal with that. Question of which one's extra. That one's. Well, I guess we get to see them running around in their own environment now, don't we? Okay. Okay, so this one is running around very freely, as nature intended. Actually, that looks pretty nice. It's staying up okay, and it's weaving around the place. Came to a halt, so I guess that's its idle wait distance. Oop, no, backed off a little bit. Yeah, that looks actually pretty nice. Still, how do I kill you? Guys, how do I delete a vehicle? I don't remember how to do this. It's like, I think there's got to be a way to easily kill a vehicle, but I don't remember how, so. Also, wasn't there another flub flying around somewhere? I know there was. Where's it gone? The map. Okay, the map. Click on the vehicle. Ah, there it is. Okay, delete that flub. Yes. Wait, what? Why did that... Apparently it doubled up. I don't get what's going on. Oh, I'm just going to delete the entire darn thing. Well, when you delete it, there's a spectacular shower of explosives, apparently. And also, there's still drones around the place. Why are there still... What? Some more to cram. You're an Ooomph. Oh, you got orphaned. Okay, delete you. Okay. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? I can't select you on the map. Why are you still here? Okay. There's a crab, forerunner. No, it's not in my list, but apparently it's still there. How strange. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do about that. I need to borrow the knights. Yeah, I spawned in everything. Oh, right. For some reason it won't let me teleport to the back. Oh, there we go. Okay, Mr. Knight. We have a small intruder. We need to do something about it, so... Here we go. Why did I hear a missile? Why is there a missile launch going on? What's going on? This is not right. This is not the safest thing to be doing, is it? Oh, never mind. Whatever. Right. Okay, I'm going to pull all and reset this to get it back in play. I'm just going to ignore that thing. I'm not sure why it's there. I mean, it's registered as dead, but it's still there. So I think that's just the game messing up a little bit. Right. Load in the Ooomph. Okay. Get you guys patched up. Pull you all out. Why? Thank you. I only want this one. If they would be so kind. On the bright side though, we didn't waste any resources because I just scrapped it. So yeah. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. Quite honestly. Right. If I play this fleet, there is immediately an explosion. Oh jeez. Yeah, there's immediately a massive explosion. And that's... the hell. Yes, as soon as I play it, it's like a massive explosion. And something happens as soon as I deploy one of the drones. And it's essentially just sinking into the ocean again. Okay. Right, third try. Here we go. Load the Ooomph. Okay, and pull them out of play, repair. No, it seems to be okay. I think it's just one of the blubs is spawning in a really bad place. At least that's what it seems to be going on. Right, I'm going to spawn them in one at a time. I'm going to teleport to the Ooomph and play that. We know that's safe. I think it's Blub 1 that's causing problems. Yeah, look at this actually. Isn't that one that was... I don't know. But yeah, look at this. It's because I think it's how the fleet was arranged when you've grouped it all together. Because look at this. If I spawn these, they spawn right in the back of the craft. And that's where the explosions have been happening. So I think it's just flat out how they're arranged. So if I move them... Wait, can I move them? Can I reposition these things, please? Wait, what? Try leaving it in play during construction. Yeah, that'll probably do it, actually. So this one is docked. The other two are not. I mean, the problem is the Blub's not even in play. Yep. Okay, yeah, sorry, I had to do that. This just shouldn't be happening. Can you dock something that's not in play, actually? That's another question. Sorry, I'm just getting super confused right now. Right. Now, the problem is we need to spawn something else in to build this while it's not here, so... Bring the Knight. The Knight's got some repair abilities on it. There's still that random There's still that random blub just driving around. Start repairs. Start repairs. Start repairs. Start repairs.
Receiving.
This is why I need to build it out of play, because otherwise I'd need to get something close enough with repair tentacles to sort it out. There we go. Ugh. Found a piece. Building something, don't know what. What is that? Apparently wants to stand me this way though. I think this is one of the drones, actually. But yeah, I don't know what's been happening with this. If I can't build it properly, then I don't know what's going on. Why do you keep turning me sideways? Oh, that is the Ooomph that's being worked on. Okay. I think Blub 1 was not docked for some reason. Okay, right. Let's try the last. This is the last try. I'm going to play the Ooomph, and then I'm going to find those dock stations and tell it to dock things. And that's. If that doesn't do anything, then I don't know. I'm just going to have to go without the drones. Yeah. Just scrap the sub vehicles and use the main one. Yeah, this is going to be my last try on this. So, let's see. The docks are on the sides, aren't they? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I can't tell it to dock them if they aren't spawned in. And that is that's one of those, right? Now, I'm going to pull the Ooomph out and move it. So the Ooomph only, I want you to move. It's moving the things with it.
Now.
Okay. I need to check the spawners. Where are the spawners, actually? It's keeping them back here. So, I need to find the spawners. This attractor beam. Yeah, that's the lock on for that one. Yeah, where are the sub-vehicle spawners in this thing? If they're spawning in the wrong... They aren't spawning at the correct distance, if that's the issue, so... Problems, I've got to find them. Next to the docking stations, really? No, they are... Oh, wait, there they are. Wait a tick, are they facing backwards? Yeah, they are, they're facing backwards. This one is actually pointing over that way. Also, they don't seem to be configured to actually have anything in them. You're the... I guess you're Blub 1. I guess you're meant to be Blub 2, aren't you? No. And the other one, if it's by the other state, so that but it's. Where's the other spawner? Actually, oh, there it is. That makes you the flub. Trying to complete just this other ship. Yep. Okay. I don't know why this is not working properly. Okay. So the spawners aren't aligned perfectly, but they are aligned. So they shouldn't be having this issue. But nonetheless, we've got all 3 drones are in the back of the ship for reasons unknown. So, I think my only solution is to take the hits and try to spawn them in. So I'm going to add some more repair tentacles to this. Misc, repair tents, where's the repair tentacles? So yeah, I'm going to add some more repair tentacles to this to try and keep the things alive. Scrap the drones in the back, but can I spawn them back in though? Hi Ono, welcome to the stream. Been a while since we've seen you. Just bit some under here as well. Yeah, more repair on this thing's always good anyway, because it's a flipping drone carrier. Extra repair, always useful. Put a couple in the front. So okay, this thing's got some extra repair options on it. And the problem is that as soon as I spawn them, it's like they go boom. Or not. Actually, adjusting those spawners seems to have fixed it. Except that we've got three blubs. Make that 2 blubs. What the heck? Well, as soon as I spawned a drone, it spawned the mothership and the rest of it as well, so yeah. I didn't do that on purpose. But yeah, the game is still claiming that this one is not a thing. And also, why are they both over that side? What the heck? Something very weird is going on. You are meant to be docking the one that's on this one, so you dock. This one has got a Blub 2, so you're meant to be on Blub 2. Yep, you're meant to be on Blub 1. Turn you on. Actually, so come on. There we go. Wait. Oh, I accidentally clicked that. You're meant to be on Blub 1. Oh, now it says there's multiple blubs. What? Now it's actually recognised there's an extra blub out there. Hi Harry, welcome to the stream. Could we fight stuff? Lathland has it. No, we never fight. You know this. But the game's finally realised there's an extra blub out there. So I think one of the docking stations glitched. So I guess that's an immediate upgrade, actually. The Ooomph has got an extra blub. So... Please experiment with pistons, please. No one on YouTube has highlighted it. How do you mean experiment, owner? Yeah, how do you mean by experiment? What kind of experiment do you mean? You can take the spare Blub. Grab that. Wait a second, that's an extra Blub still. Well, what you do with the stuff depends. There's a spare Blub 1. Grab that one. Oh wait, we've got to turn it on. Which blub has been taken? That one has been taken. Okay. Arm-like movement to base on ACB. Arm-like movement, we can do that, yeah, relatively. But I've just been making like opening, closing shutter doors and things. Hang on, let's unhitch all of the... unhitch the flub as well. Whoops. Okay, you're meant to be a Blub 1. I think. Right, that means you are meant to be a Blub 2. Turn you on. So I've got 2 Blubs selected, one of which is not currently linked to a spawner, so I'm going to link that one to this. Grab that last blub, and I'm actually going to include an extra vehicle spawner. Right here. Go. So that will help deal with that one. Spawn range of 50. It's not recognising it. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with this thing. It's just like really messing up a little bit. I think maybe I need to restart. FTD or something. You're meant to be on the flub, so grab that. So we've somehow picked up a third supporting chip. I'm not sure how. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to try and link it in any further than this. We've got to get moving, you know? We've got to actually do something. So let's have a look at the flub, actually. So yeah, your jet's stabilised. You've got a simple combustion engine as your power source. Some jets. Yeah, that looks alright, actually. Not too bad. No ejector add-ons, but it doesn't actually need them. So I'll give that one a pass. Why give up on one unknown number of subspawns on a short range around a fairly small vehicle? Tempting. Actually, I've thought of something I can do to this one, actually. It's going to place a rate of strain on its ammo supply, of course. Let's see, I want a reverse launch pad. Like that. And there we go, so now it's going to kick out 4 missiles instead of 2. Hooray! Sure, why not? So yeah, I've just added some extra missiles on the back. Will turret AI detection... Wait, what? Better than the usual one? Will turret AI detection be better than the usual one? Better than the usual what? I think that's my question there. Better than the usual what? I mean, I could try and do something about pistons, I guess, but... I don't know. Downslope 2. I mean, the only thing I've got ready to go is the craft I was messing around trying to build before I came onto this stream, actually. So that might be a thing. I mean, it's got piston shutters in it, but... I mean, it was meant to be for this particular stream, but it's only like half built. So I could show you that at the end, for the end of the stream, actually, if you guys want. You're saying the music's too loud. Has anyone else had any problems with the music? Because no one's actually said anything about that. Is that? Yeah, that's a recessed turret, so... a bit of extra metal while I'm trying to figure out. Fairly loud, but not unbearable. Okay, so it's loud for you as well, Sporty. Maybe it's because I'm very quiet right now. I tend to be quiet if I'm a bit worn down or something like that. So I'm probably being a bit quiet too. Almost louder than my voice. Yeah, that again, that's part because of me being quiet. Hang on. Okay, that's dropped it a little bit. Does that sound a bit better? Don't crash on me from the depths, you bugger. There we go. Right, so is that better then? Because it's, I think we do need to try and throw the Ooomph into something. The Ooomph by itself, I'm going to send it back
Receiving.
down here.
Moving now.
Oh, that's all good? Okay. You have 2 to 4 hours tops. We'll need to go to bed. Owner, the music is not coming from the depths, it's coming from somewhere else. And it's not louder than usual, it's actually quieter than usual. So, yeah. We seem to have left a Blub behind. I'm not sure what's going on. We've left our drones behind. But yeah, I needed to tell it how fast this is going. Yeah, we're going to send the Ooomph into a fight by itself against a weaker Deepwater Guard section. Actually, Owner, if you've got something, you could put it in FTD theory on the Discord. If there's something you wanted to have someone to have a poke at. Yeah, I mean, I've got too many ships in the assault fleet right now. It's not clicks down. It's a YouTube thing that's playing, so it's one slider, and it's very near the bottom as it is. So I can't adjust it further. Not really, without risk of like entirely muting it. So I'm not sure what I can do about that.
Moving now.
Okay, here we go. We've got a strength 25 opponent. This shouldn't pose an issue for the Ooomph to deal with. So I can at least see what this thing can do. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's a bit of a laggy thing. Okay, right. So the Ooomph is quite happily chugging away. Yeah, but there's a glitchy Blub, but we've got 2 Blubs and the chopper in here as well. Yeah, I mean, Swart is the only one that's even agreed that it's a bit loud, and I've knocked it down a bit after that, so... No, I mean, Owner, just put a summary of your idea on the Discord. The thing that you're wanting to have poked at. It's not about discussing it, it's about... you had something that you wanted looked at, I think. That's the gist of what I got. So it's only an Atlas. Yeah, if the Ooomph loses against this Atlas, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, quite honestly. I mean, the drone should be enough for this guy. Adjust the volume of my browser in the Windows volume mixer. Really? Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, no one has been saying it. Yeah, I think this Atlas might be a bit dead. I also think there's not any resource sharing going on. Hang on. This resource mode. Group 1. Yeah, you're all in group 1 actually. Okay, I'm going to tell the Blubs to get maxed out. They're drones. They're meant to be like being supplied by the mothership. So the mothership is meant to be sending as much as it can. However, the mothership's only got limited range actually. Doesn't have much by way of electric supply.
Receiving.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Tristan, no worries. I think flat out the Ooomph actually needs more resource storage on it. I think that would be a big help here. Oh, look at this. The Blub has actually run out of supplies and is no longer operational. Oh dear. Reconstructing of an apartment? Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez. I don't really want to have to deal with that. Okay, yeah, yeah, this thing needs more resource storage. Any resource storage will do, but it needs more storage because more storage increases the range at which it can supply resources. And because it's a mothership, it needs a big resource supply range. So, I'm just going to slap in some standard material storage in here. This should do the trick. I mean, there's plenty of space for it. But this should give it enough reach to help out a little bit. Right, let's check that to E. Yep, suddenly that drone that ran out of resources is within reach and has got the supplies it needs to come back. So, yeah. There we go. Settings ultimately won't share their stuff and really keep it. Well, they can't really store anything, that's the problem. Weapon holders +1 or 2 2-axis turrets with lasers or... I've got some stuff like that. I mean, there is the test vehicle I did when Pistons first came out. I mean, that has a bunch of that stuff on it. I never actually finished that vehicle either, so... And then there's the thing I was messing around with earlier that I mentioned. What the hell is that? What is that? Something centered on the Hawks in all resource groups. Huh. Okay. That's not needed. Jeez.
Moving out.
No, I'm going to take it out of... Leave those and go into group 1, please. I don't know why that happened either. Jeez. Right. So yeah, I think the Ooomph needs some poking around with, definitely, but it seems to be quite viable.
Receiving.
Seems to be quite viable indeed. Let's teleport to the night. Anyway, as for ships and things, I could go into the designer for a little bit and poke it around with there, if you want. Yeah, but the thing is that those are really small drones, so they've got really small resource transfer range anyway, so that's why I just beefed up the... One base of armor is roofer for the turret plus detection on separate turrets or not. But yeah, the drones, because they've got such small resource storage by themselves, they've got barely any transfer range on them, so might as well make sure they've got full stocks. So, if the mothership's got massive resource coverage, then that's all that I really want out of the mothership, really. Anyway, oh no, I think I'm going to spawn in what I was working on earlier, before this stream. I was planning to have this thing finished and then spawn it into here as my own small contribution to the fleet, but it's just the junk heap unfinished. It's got some of the stuff you're talking about though. So, I'm going to load that in. It's only like 13,000 resources, so I don't feel too guilty like taking this much off you guys. So, pull everything out please. Yeah, I want to repair the junk heap, which is classed as an aircraft because it's not finished, so, you know. But this thing is... Okay, that's in, let's play it. Okay, so here we are on my junk heap, which I was working on. It's only like partially done, as I said, but I mean, it's got basic hull, it's got ammunition types, it's got weaponry, it's primary guns, and that's it. As I said, I didn't get a chance to finish it, but the weapons will be of interest to you, owner, because they are entirely piston based, and you can probably guess that because as you can see, there's no guns on it. Look at this, it's not got any weaponry on it. Oh no. But I said there's weapons. There are, because there are these things here. these things are the shutters. So this thing has got retracted, shuttered weapon systems. And if I go inside, as you can see, now here's the weapon system down here. And this is entirely a piston-based shutter door set. So, and to get this to work now, because there's no enemies, I need to tell it to start working. So, turn you off as well. This one will open just this shutter. So, there we go. Now we've got a shutter open, we've got a bit of extra paneling on the sides because of where the shutters have gone to. But that's that. And then there's still the turret down in the hole, but there's another piston down here, which I will I need to disable these for. Turn that off, turn this one off as well. And then you are to fully extend this piston. And that extends that turret straight out the top there. And it's got 3 of these identical turrets rigged up along here. So I've not had a chance to finish this, as I said. It's like halfway done. But these things are supposed to have like firing restrictions on them, so that they don't murder each other or the rest of the ship, basically. But these are the primary weapons of this thing. There's 2 forward and there's 1 covering the rear arc as well. So that's what that's meant to be. Let's very quickly give this thing some ammo so it can load itself up. This is not final placement, by the way. This is just so you can see this darn thing. Just a couple of quick magazines. And I've only deployed the 1 turret, so... Yeah, it's an asymmetrical turret because of the overall design of it. Hang on. Just need to get up to it. Where's the turret? There's the turret. Right. I should have control over it now. Yes, I do. Okay. I've just added the ammo storage so it can actually load itself up with shells. But each of these turrets is a quintet barrel 100mm Gatling cannon. And because it's built into a really compact space to operate on these piston lifts, don't mind the gaps there, by the way, they were jamming the piston. But that's why it's got the barrel in here. It's recessed towards the back to get as much barrel length as possible within that short space. And then the magazines for the thing are actually stored in this side space here. It's got 4 belt feds with only a single meter clip each, so it's not got much firing endurance, but this is supposed to be a cheap ship, so you know, it's like that. But if we let it get loaded up, are you ready to fire yet? No, you're still loading. Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten the shell configuration, haven't you? You have, haven't you? Hang on. Yeah, it's forgotten its shell configuration. Darn it. Okay. Right. Anyway, it's a mixed shell. It's a mixed shell Gatling. It's got disruptors, it's got frags, and it's got squash head shells. So yeah, it's got quite a mixture. It's got anti-armor, anti-hull, and anti-shield. So it's basically a universal Gatling cannon. It's got shells tuned for just about any target, really. The only thing it's not tuned for is like really fast-moving stuff, because the shells are actually low velocity, and that can't really be helped too much because of the size of the cannon itself. And assign the rest to the frag heads. There we go. Yeah, so basically whatever this thing is thrown against, it's going to be able to do something to it. It's going to be especially good against shielded opponents because it's got disruptors involved which can burn out the shield generators. But yeah, if you want the shell config, it's got these 3 shells back here. So they've all got integrated fins for accuracy, and the frag shell's got an inertial fuse on it, and the disruptor shells, which are fewer of them, has got a flare on the back for general accuracy boost, and it's slightly shorter as well, because the disruptor head basically sucks and it's slower than the other 2 types. So yeah. Are you loaded? Can you fire? Yes, you are loaded. You can actually fire. Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of low velocity, about 130 meters per second shells, I think. But it just keeps firing really steadily. Yeah, it's only short range, like 1 to 1.5 kilometer range max. So that's because of the low velocity, just to get the cooldown down on it. But yeah, as you can see, it's steadily firing. It's actually completely recoil compensated, so it's not going to rock the boat around when it's doing that. It just sucks that it forgets the ammo settings. But all the shells fire out at the same velocity. Let's see, what are they? They are set to... Yeah, these shells are 125 meters per second. Won't hit much. It'll hit anything that's ship-based, Swarty, actually. Anything within its reach that's a ship, it's going to start hitting it. And it fires a lot of shells as well. And it's got fair load speed too, so it shouldn't take too long to rearm. I mean, it's already rearmed itself to fire again, so... Basically, it'll depend on detection more than anything else, how well it does. I get the feeling I should just scrap this. Scrap the junk heap because it's not finished. And save and just go into... Whoops. There you go, killed myself. That's why. Yeah, because I was standing next to the gun when it blew up. So yeah, it's a closer range type thing, a brawler, effectively. But I'm going to save this now. Save the game. Save this cruise, yes. A cram round is usually about 90 to 130. It depends on how much you load onto the barrels, Raz. 200, 2000 millimeters, no. 200, you can't get a 200 meters per second cram. Flak can now have. Can it kill a target with gun of penetration and fuse depth delay? The problem with the flak is flat out, it's weaker. So is that saved? I'll save it again just to be sure. Continue. And then back out to main menu so we can go to the vehicle designer, since we're going to poke around a little bit at pistons and things for the end of this, I suppose. But yeah, basically this 5-barrel Gatling is a condensed version of the one I was working on for a new gunship that I was starting to put together, which I've just not finished because I've not got around to it. Please say you've not crashed. Oh, there we go, fine. So yeah, it's the same shells as the as a bigger ship. So vehicle designer. Okay, Swarty. Thanks for dropping me in, and have a good night. Destroy all vehicles, yes. Okay, right. We're gonna get back in the. We're gonna bring back in the junk heap, though. Now we know that it's not got its shell settings saved, which sucks. But at least we can show you what it looks like when an enemy spawns in. I was going to, but we seem to have derailed onto this instead. So as you can see, it's just got all those 3 cannons deployed at once, so that's kind of what that does. You guys aren't set to your shells, are you? Yep, you guys aren't set to your shells because you suck and pistons are a bit glitchy. Flak. Am I sure flak doesn't go through if it has a lot of damage? Well, the thing is, against blocks, flak and high explosive have got capped range. So yeah. This is what it looks like when it's got all 3 out, just like that. So that would have been a surprise for you guys, but hey, I've spoiled it now, so whatever. Let's get the next thing in, which is from my current design set, I think. Yeah, it's in here. It's just called vehicle. But yeah, this is what the weaponry for that guy over there came from. That guy's got 5 barrels, this got bigger 6-barrel ones with extra sub-guns and things on it. So, as you can see, I've got these are the shells back here. The cannons are larger, and this is just like meant to be a thruster gunship. Again, it's only half built. So, you know, stuff like that. Let's get it docked into place first. Give me a new fortress, please. With a RTG, a battery, an electric engine to keep you going, and a dock. So since once again I just don't keep secrets or something like that, I suppose you could say, because I don't know if I'm ever going to finish this or something. I need to get you out in the air so you can see the trick of this one. Grab it. Azimuth. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, this one is like it's meant to be the same kind of shell mix, but it's also got some extra DACA on it in the form of some extra cannons and things. Unfortunately, this one, again, it needs its weaponry configured properly, but if I whack a fire control onto this, you'll at least see what this one is meant to do. So, where is it? Where's the FCS? There's the FCS. Right. Do that. So, this thing is the same Gatling, it's the same mixture of shells. But it's like, it doesn't look that much like a gunship. No, it's actually a flyer, but if I take control of the weapons, you'll see what it does. See? The entire turret assembly spins around. So it can focus its full firepower anywhere nearby. It's not actually restricted to the sides, it just like rotates it around like that. So if I'm pointing at that, then it's just like, oh look there, spin it up and rotate the turrets like that. So now it's suddenly got vertical mounted turrets and they can all fire at the target. Or if it's above, then it'll just like spin around like that. Hello, just shoot around like that. It doesn't really care what direction the enemy's in, as long as it's not directly ahead of it. It'll just spin the turrets around appropriately to lock onto that. Again, this is something I would have kept until it was like finished, but you know, my designs just aren't worth much, and sometimes I just don't finish them. So here we go. We're talking about spin blocks and pistons and things. This is just like turrets on spin blocks. This one. There's a central turret mount in the middle here, which is a bigger turret, and then these are two sub turrets, and then these are again sub turrets for the simple weapons on it as well. So, since it's not saved the turret settings, I can't show you the Gatlings, but I can at least fire the simple weapons. Oh, it's actually saved the things. Oh, I know why. I know why. It's because it's a turret on a turret. So apparently that works. It's turrets on pistons that doesn't. So I'll just lock onto here. And it's already done 800,000 damage. It's just, you can see what it's doing to this Marauder, can't you? It's just chewing straight through the middle of it. Because it just doesn't care. So yeah, as you can see, it's just core straight through that. Lock onto this one. So yeah, it seems like if it's a turret on a turret, it saves ammunition settings, but if it's a turret on a spin block or piston, then it doesn't save it. But yeah, that's what this thing does against the Marauder hull. But it's firing the same mixture of anti-shield, anti-hull, anti-armor projectiles, so you'll get similar performance against most kind of defenses, really. Actually, I think part of it's actually the Hesh, because the Hesh is helping to gut into it as well. And then, of course, you've got the flare ones increasing its general accuracy too. Though that said, the the simple weapons are not actually properly configured because they're sideways mounted. So this entire turret needs to be reconfigured for its angling of its weaponry. But it's still got those to keep firing even while the guns are reloading. So that's that one. I guess since I'm doing it this way, I should just dock that. I'll grab the junk heap. Just hold you a bit further away. Yeah, don't worry, Ono. I'll scroll back and see what you've been trying to say. But there's still one more thing to show you first, which is the original test vehicle that I put together in a stream just after... Actually, that's just about to despawn, so just watch this for a second. As you can see, it retracts all its turrets and then seals the shutter doors on them. So, yeah, there we go. That's what that does. Okay, the last vehicle to show you, I guess, right now is... Just need to find it. Piston prototype. Here we go. Piston prototype. So yeah, the piston prototype is what I built in a stream right after pistons came out. And why are you holding that? Oh wait, yeah, it's because you're a bigger vehicle. That's right. Azimuth like that. Yes. So yeah, we've got the piston prototype here. So let's just spin that way. And this was my first attempt to do anything with pistons, basically. But yeah, this thing has got a lot of what you were talking about, actually, Ono. It's got recessed turrets, it's got extending turret systems, it's got turrets on other things. Like these are just massive amounts of go away DACA if anything gets too close. So these are actually pistons with turrets with turrets. So there's that. And then there's also another turret hidden in here, which is something apparently Raz was quite interested in when he saw me put this together in the stream, and so he asked me to put this on the workshop. But anyway, let's get another enemy in here. Sworn Marauder. So yeah, as you can see, these things have extended out on a piston at the side, like this. So these are now clear of the primary hull. They can quite happily start shooting things. These have extended and revealed missile silos in the side of the ship facing forward. And you saw the entire door come apart like this. So the entire thing spun the doors up while these covers slid aside, and then the piston down to get them out of the way to reveal this turret on top of the thing, which is actually also recessed anyway because it's got some turret system underneath it as well. It's not finished, but again, incomplete vehicle. So this is what I put together as soon as pistons came out. As soon as pistons and subblocks on subblocks came out, it was like this is what I wound up putting together in like an hour and a half or something. But as I said, people seem to be quite interested in the doors on this one. So I'll just go ahead and pack it back up. So as you can see, the missiles and side turrets retract, and then the main silo doors also come in, and then the covers come over here to just cover the sides of it. So yeah, it's just timing with ACBs. That's all this is. That's one on the back card.
Turning off.
Yeah, same kind of thing. This is one is like one I did today though. So this one is like a bigger door, and it's also rotors rather than just like flat out retracting it. because I wanted to make it more compact, so it lifts them up with the rotors and then it pistons them down to tuck them away. Then to hide the gap when it's closed, there are these ones on the side which extend outwards as well. While this one is entirely flat, so it's a much simpler one. It just literally pulls the doors out, and these side roofs here, these are the doors. So yeah, that's just a couple of different things. So just retract it, and then it's like they seal, and that one is slower because it's got rotors on it, but again, it just seals shut like that. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I said I'd scroll back to see what owner said, and I will. So let's see. What has owner said? If I scroll back up. But yeah, this is basically just what I've been doing with pistons and subblocks with the 2.12 update. Shield turrets with motion interceptor control. Wait, what? Anything else in there? So shielding turret, you mean a turret which moves and blocks incoming things with a physical shield? Because if that's what you mean, that's not a new one. Unless you mean rig it up to an anti-munition system, so it'll point straight at the incoming projectiles. In which case, again, that was already there. You could do that with a two-axis turret. Munition. Wait, what do you mean munition? Do you mean like a drone which you just throw at the opponents or something? Last comment. Previous. A shield turret with anti-munition controllers. Oh. Yeah, that should be possible actually. If we get a turret, and then it becomes a case of yeah, that's is what? Is what turning? If you mean, yeah, I always make them flat and stable, so it's like. Yeah, this thing is PID stabilized, so this thing will hover by itself already. It's already got some power systems and things, but it's got an RG power core, just temporary thing. Anyway, yeah, an anti-munition should work. Yeah, it was possible before as well, if you just do it on a two-axis turret. It's just now you would put the anti-munition controlled one on the actual turret itself. But the question is, would it actually control the main turret? Not sure. I don't think it would actually. If you mounted the anti-munition control system on the turret itself, so it only controlled the two-axis turrets which had the shield mount, then it would probably work okay. At least I think that's what's going on. But yeah, I'm sorry to say that moving the shield wall into position before was not actually was actually a thing already. I mean, we've got a deep water guard ship that does it, so River Home. Let's grab you.
Turning off.
Yeah, can't stop that. So yeah, the River Home's got this kind of thing already. I mean, it's got this massive forward one which it swings around to point towards the opponent. So that's kind of what you were talking about already. As far as you know, controls control things in range on the same object and all weapons on any sub-object. Yeah, that's why I was talking about mounting the anti-munition controllers on the actual turret itself and not to control the entire turret. So it'd be like if I went into this one and I had an ammunition controller like back here or something. Oh wait, I'm actually on the. No, I'm on the actual. I need my HUD back up. Here we go. Right. So, say if I was to put in a anti-munition controller here to control this one, then that would be like that. It was not possible on before. Okay. Control. No, that's up to AI, isn't it? Local web, anti-missile control. Yep. You can place it right there. So, yeah, that's fully available. So yeah, this one's here, and it says it's controlling one weapon, so it's controlling this one. So it is now fully possible, because you can also put ACBs on sub-objects now as well. So a lot of stuff has been unlocked for sub-objects with the new change that's coming. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still tempted to try and build a piston-based fighter or something that really changes its form. I mean, this thing varies its form based on if the enemy's here or not, like how it extends these. And it extends all its weapons and retracts and extends the main turret and stuff like that, but it's a lot of stuff. Nor use two turrets at the same time, or several projections on turrets placed on double turrets. Wait, what? Can you tempt us to do actual campaign battles? No, I'm going to be ending the stream really soon. That's why I came out into here. So I'm just poking around a little bit, talk a bit about pistons and things, and then end the stream. So you know. What if you take two squirrels, connect them together by pistons, have them expand and contract as fast as possible? Can't be damaged due to side movement. You get extra dodge. And only you want me to actually try and make a variable form fighter. Okay. I guess I could. I mean, yeah, it's doable. Definitely doable. There's a lot you could do with a craft. Anyway, Harry, as to what your question, that would definitely throw off incoming, but pistons only have a maximum extension rate. A piston can only go 2 meters per second. So a piston can only go that fast. So you could do it like I do as space engineers, like stack multiple pistons together to magnify the speed. Can you do now change angles, wings, retract them with speed? Yeah, you can make something that changes based on the vehicle speed. You could do that before, but now there's a lot more you can do about it. And I might as well honour Raz's request. Hang on. Net cruise. No wait, I'm on the latest version, which is this one. Right.
Turning off. Turning off. Turning off. Turning
Stop.
off.
Stop. You, jeez. Oh, the fortress is out of power, really? No, it's not. Oh, yes it is, because I didn't actually do that right. There we go. Anyway. It can only go 2 meters per second, as I said, so even a small piston takes like 3 seconds to extend. But if you stack piston on top of piston, then you can get the far end will be moving like 4 meters or 6, or you know, just add more. Can you use rams on a piston to increase your ram and negate collision damage? I don't think you can negate collision damage because that's like flat on collision. It'll just transfer back down the piston, I think. But you can use it to increase your velocity, like if you put a detector on your ship, so it detects when the enemy's so close to you, then as soon as you get there, it's like, oh, there's an enemy within this range. Extend all pistons at full as fast as you can. So you can add like, I don't know, 20 meters per second if you've got 10 pistons in there, or something like that. So something daft like that. You can definitely do it. You You can also use it to extend and retract drills as well, which would probably be a more effective use of it. But I don't know how the damage transfer would go. Anyway, a quick look at the thing. Let's actually get rid of the enemy. So yeah, those are now retracting all the stuff. Raz, your side armor seems to be a bit glitchy. It's not retracted. You said it was meant to retract, but it's not. So there's something wrong there. I think it might be caught on something or something. Like a hedgehog? Yeah, I guess you could do something like that. Make the night fly. That's easy, actually. It's meant to angle into its current position, but I've never seen it move, so, you know. Yeah, you can use the pistons for cosmetic reasons as well, yeah. Yeah, I'm just making this fly just because of reasons. Honestly, what I would do to it, though, is add more missiles. I mean, you know, there's always space for more missiles. Always space for more missiles. There's more jets and more as well. Yeah, this is. I'm not even trying to merge these in, but it's just like make the Lancer fly. Above all else. Well, yeah, it's really easy. It's trying, but it's not got enough thrust at the front. Okay. It's a bit more to deal with the weight. And I might as well stabilise the sides as well, so that's a roll left hand side, that's a roll reverse. Okay, good, that's starting. We need more thrust at the back as well, just to bounce it out. And this should be about all that's required. Now, there's no point in giving it actual settings, Raz, because, as I said, this is not going to save this. There we go. Forward a bit, but then it's correcting itself. I think it could use a little bit more at the front. There we go. Yeah, just whack some engines on the side and there it is. Flying Knight. Can't move, of course, because I've not given it any propulsion, but you know. Dear. Anyway, actually this is good because it gives me more view of it, so I can see what I'm looking at. But yeah, more missiles, definitely. There's actually some space for some more sub-guns in the side here. Like we can mount some additional anti-aircraft lasers in the side of this, the main structure. There's probably space to expand the torpedo racks a little bit as well, double those up, if I'm looking at the shape correctly. Depends what's in there. Oh, there's an engine. Never mind. Can't expend those sideways at least, but yeah, there's room for a bit more missiles back there too. I mean, the problem is, Raz, that the Knight is a more recent design, so you've actually packed more into it. So you know, there's not as much free space inside anymore. And I don't know why your exhaust pipes are fluorescent green. That's weird. Okay, magazines, there's the turrets. Yeah, the Knight's pretty packed. I think flat out to really get much more into this, you need to actually expand the hull a little bit. But yeah, there you go. It flies, but that's not an addition I'm going to make in the actual cruise itself, just so you know. We can turn this into a... Yeah, I think we can turn this into a 9 tube if we put something in the middle. Is there anything there, though? No, it's just hull. So yeah, we can turn this forward launcher into a 9 tube missile launcher. So we can add that. We can add more side turrets and things, as I said. The main guns are actually fine as they are, I think. Unless you really want me to poke around at those as well, but... I mean, you've sunk a lot of time into these guns, so... Oops, I accidentally out-tabbed, didn't mean to do that. Give me back from the decks, please. Oh no, I hit the Windows menu key. Oops. Come back, please. There we go. Oh, thanks. Why am I falling? I hate it when it does that. It's because I tabbed out and it glitched. There we go, fixed. Alright. 9? Actually, I think 9 is possible. Let me just poke it, hang on. Right. What's down here? Got the links. Those can be shunted to the side, so we can get a flat bed here. We can actually put the missile control systems here at the front. We want to leave that one at the back as metal because it's got the ammo reserve right there, so... Or actually, there's space underneath. No, this is where we need to put in the... No, that's where we need to put the bed in. There's actually a gap under here. So yeah, we can just extend it downwards easily. So yeah, there's even space down here for the moving the missile and control system. So yeah, that can be easily be converted into a 9 tube launcher. Is there any space under the dorsal hull? There is a bit of space here actually. You could actually include some side-mounted torpedoes in here as well, Baz. Like if you move these fuel containers, there's space, so you can have them launching out straight out the sides here. And that would be additional torpedo systems. Or you could make multi-purpose, like torpedo/missile, so it would go after any kind of target when it kicks out the side there. Short-range homers, but, you know, can't have anything like that. I still don't know what these things are meant to do. Are they just meant to be angled? I'm guessing that is what they're meant to be doing. Actually, yeah, that looks like just what they're meant to do. They're just supposed to be sideways like that. But as for adding wings to this thing, or build a VTOL system, I don't know. I mean, it's a ship, really. And then it depends on if you actually want an effective wing or not, doesn't it? I mean, you could just do something like, if you want just aesthetics, you could do something like this. So yeah, so they're actually meant to just be spun up like that, okay. I mean, if I could just like, I mean, if you don't actually want functional wings, then you can do something like this, couldn't you? Just get an image of a wing out. I mean, it looks like it's got wings, but it's not actually wings, and we know it. It's not actually going to give it any lift. In fact, it's just adding weight and extra armor, effectively, to this, but... it works, I suppose. I mean, if it's a thruster craft, it doesn't actually need to have the wings, that's the thing. So you might as well just do something like this. again, it's like blocking functionality quite a bit. Like that. And I've kind of like left space, so it's like, just go ahead and angle it out. It's got to be a futuristic wing after all, if it's like a thrustercraft of some kind. So I'm just putting that in there. Because I don't care, delete that, put it there. So yeah, it's the thing, right? Why not use actual wings? Because you can do a hell of a lot more with just metal imitation wings. And yeah, you can actually use the wing space to mount extra turrets on it, that's also a thing. I mean, we've got this massive flat plate now, so we could actually use this for extra turret space if we wanted to. Yeah, that could work too. I mean, it's just like, we're just messing around now, at this point. I mean, that's why I'm not even colouring this. It's like, you know, mess around a little bit. I mean, you don't really think I'm going to use this, do you? I mean, it's like, not really. Actually try some wedges to this. Down slope 4. I mean, now it looks like it's got wings at least. Yeah. So I don't know if that looks any good or not, but it's like we can just slap extra sub turrets onto the metal plates, and yeah. I don't know. But hey, you said just put wings on it, so I've just put some wings on it. Honestly though, I've kind of pointed out lots of the things like I might mess with the guns a little bit, but I know those guns are really effective at what they're meant to do. So I'd add more sub-turrets, I'd add more missiles, add more torpedoes, things like that. Other than that, I might just reinforce the armor a little bit, but in general, you've not left much... You've just not left that much by way of external space to actually do stuff. So, you know, there's a limit to how much can actually be done to this. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I'd really want to do to this, to be quite honest. There, add some more jets. I mean, why the hell not? Again, I'm just passing a little bit of time before I work up the nerve to end the stream, so, you know. Why not? Now, there's not really any space for side mounting in this area, but I can at least do something about it with this. So there we go, that'll work. Again, it's not really a beautiful thing, but... Oh, your complex controller set, aren't you? Oh yeah, I forgot you're a complex controller craft. Oops. Okay, so I need to do that. Right, so that means I need to get the turning ones separated at least. Yeah, it looks okay, but it's really awful. If I was actually doing this properly, I wouldn't have done it this way. Trigger on that one. U trigger on that one. Like that. Double quad turret. Yeah, that'd be possible, definitely. Beam 2. Down slope 2. Got to keep the angling in there. you guys trigger when I hit that one. Yeah, I mean, I was just fixing it all, so it's like, yeah. And I might as well, since it's short on turning thrust, I might as well have the forward thrust help out as well. Though this means it won't sit still when it tries to turn, unfortunately. But that said, these big banks along here, I only want you guys to fire when I tell you to do that. So you guys are just purely forward thrusters. Spread on to the rest of it. Okay, that should be functional, at least. So can you turn? Yes, you can turn. Very badly, but you can turn. You've got no reverse thrust though, so there's nothing to counter the fact that you move forward when you turn. And then we've got plenty of forward thrust as well, so it's like, whee, off we go. Yes. And there goes the Flying Knight, just leaving off into the sunset. And with that, I think that's the last thing I'm going to do, so that's the end of the stream, so yeah. Goodbye, Flying Knight. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I'll catch you all some other time. Some other place, some other thingy. Whatever is your viewing pleasure. Yeah, the fact it's not got reverse thrust is a bit of an issue. See you all later.